everyone, Tim Schofield here, and this is the brand new OnePlus 13. You'll see it works just fine. It looks really good, especially with that blue color on the back. However, there's a feature that it has. Yes, it has IP68 where it has the dust and water resistance, but also IP69, which adds water jet stream and up to different temperatures, cool and hot. I think it's up to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. So what that means is I can put it in my dishwasher like so, and I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna actually run this dishwasher because I think it gets up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So let me put this in. It says an hour and a half it's gonna take. Start, and it's running. So this is actually gonna go through an entire dishwashing cycle, and we're gonna come back and see. But in the meantime, let's take a look at what comes in the box of the brand new flagship from OnePlus, the 13. Let's get started. This is the OnePlus 13. We're also going to take a look at a couple accessories, including a 50-watt magnetic charger and an official case. OnePlus has partnered with Hasselblad for their camera system, SIM tool, booklets, and a USB Type-A female to USB Type-C male adapter. Thankfully, in the box, you get your fast charging adapter via USB Type-A. This is their SuperVOOC up to 100 watts, and their signature red and white USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable. Next, we have those two accessories. This is a magnetic case. It looks really good, honestly, and this is our wireless magnetic charger. Not really wireless, you actually have to plug it in. I would recommend that cable and brick that comes with it, but when you do connect it to something magnetic, it will stick to it. Let's see if this actually works on other phones, maybe a MagSafe phone. So just to see, setting it down, yes, it is magnets. Yes, it will charge. No, it's not going to be 50 watts on other devices. The OnePlus 13 can take advantage of the 50 watts though. And obviously you've got your phone. Let's go check on it. Okay, so the dishwasher is really warm right now. I haven't opened it yet. I'm a little nervous. Let's make sure this phone still works. So opening it on up, you'll see, oh man, it's steaming up. The phone's wet still here, and let's take a peek right now and see if it actually works. It's hot, and boom, there we go. So it seems like it detected a lot of heat, and let's see what it says here. Phone temperature's too high, flashlights unavailable, which is fine. And you'll notice I probably have the cleanest phone in Chicago right now, but there you go. It does still work. I'm gonna go let this cool off, and let's take a further look at the OnePlus 13. Taking a close look, down at the bottom is your SIM card slot, microphone, USB Type-C port, one of your speakers. Moving along on the right side, fairly flat sides. You will notice just a slight curvature. It's very minimal on the display, but the sides are fairly flat, easier to hold on to. Power button, volume rockers. Make note of that camera bump. It's actually smaller. It's noticeably smaller, actually. And then up towards the top here, you have an IR blaster. That's interesting. Not a lot of phones have those, and I'm happy it does. And more microphones. Along the left side is OnePlus's signature alert slider. It has texture on it, so you can change it easily. It goes from silent, vibrate, and ring quickly. Very close look at that blue color on the back, OnePlus logo, Hasselblad logo. Also want to point out the texture. It's fairly smooth, actually. I was hoping for it to be just a little bit more textured, so to speak. It's okay. It's not my favorite vegan leather, but it's not too bad. I do like the look of it though. It's a very sleek looking phone. For that camera system, you've got 3 50 megapixel lenses, including a periscope telephoto, which gets up to 3 times optical zoom, and an ultra wide angle lens as well. I do have photo samples from the cruise I was on, so I'll show those in just a second. Close look at that 6.8-inch LTPO AMOLED display. I want to point out that slight curve kind of gives it a floating look when the light hits it a certain way. It is a really good looking display. It's got everything you're looking for. LTPO, so 1 to 120 hertz refresh rate, super smooth overall, 1440p resolution as well. You can change that screen resolution, so go in there and make sure you go to high if you want to take full advantage of that 1440p. You can bump it down if you want to save battery life. Same with that refresh rate. You can have it on auto, standard 60 hertz, or high at 120. There's a lot of ways you can customize the OnePlus 13, including edge lighting, fingerprint animation, and their flux themes as well. They have some preset ones, or you can make your own. By the way, in case you're wondering, this is a day later from when I put it in the dishwasher, so just so you know, everything is working just fine. Also, there is an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is really quick. I have to say, it works really well. It's very accurate. You don't need the display on for it to work. Just check that out. And it's in like the perfect spot. I'm a big fan of this fingerprint scanner. Here's a quick look at what the OnePlus 13 looks like in that fiber case. The case looks really nice, and again, it's magnetic. It will work with your MagSafe accessories, but I also wanted to do a quick test of OnePlus's, and there you see I have it connected to a battery. It's a really strong magnet within that case, and you'll notice it is now charging. Let me take it off and set it back on just so you can see that little animation. There it goes. So now it is completely charging, but I want to point out there is a status indicator light and a little fan. So not only is it going to charge, it's going to keep your phone cool. Now don't do this, but you can actually touch the fan while it's spinning. It doesn't hurt me, but don't do it. Don't do it. I just wanted to show off the actual fan, and then when I let go, it should restart. Yeah, there it goes. It's restarting now. So this is great if you're doing some long gaming sessions. It's going to, I can feel the air coming out of it actually, so it's going to keep your phone more cool, especially while it's charging. Also on the magnetic side, there's a lot of grip as well, so it's not going to slide around. Anyways, camera-wise, I want to point out the shutter speed is insane. Look at this. I can just keep tapping and tapping. Yes, you can press and hold as well, but you get some really good action shots. I'll show those in just a second. You can also do it with the 0.6, and then if we do zoom in, you can still do it with the 3x as well. There you go. I actually don't know if it was using the 3x lens there. Let me turn this off. There it goes. So that's really impressive and great for action and motion and when things are moving around your kids, your dogs. In terms of video, I want to point out you can go all the way up to 4K 60 frames per second and up to 8K 30 frames per second. No 4K 120. I would have liked to have seen that. They have the Hasselblad Master Mode, which is always a ton of fun. You can switch over to Pro as well and really customize your shot. Portrait, you have a bunch of different focal lengths, and again, fine-tuned by Hasselblad. And here's just a look at all of the other modes on the phone. Now let's take a look at some of the pictures that I took. OnePlus took us on a really unique trip. It was the first cruise I've been on. Here's at the port, just some zoom shots. It's nice that we got to test out the cameras while we were at sea. The boat was really neat as well. Here's just some lighting, portrait versus non-portrait, and just using different lenses. I really do like some of those zoom shots. Pay attention, check this out. Just really fast tapping, and it's kind of crazy in that lighting condition how clear some of those pictures turned out because they were moving really fast. And finally, just a few more of the boat at night. So that's the latest flagship from OnePlus, the 13. Really impressed so far, but drop a comment, let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe, more content coming soon. So be sure to subscribe so you're notified. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching.